Okay. Can you guys hear me again? Testing. Testing. So I think what it was, I have the Twitch screen open for the chat, and then that's why I can hear myself. I just need to mute it. And then I don't get the like double voice thing. So that should be good now. Let me see. But does the audio sound okay? I think it does, but just double checking. And then Manny said he's gonna hop on probably with his phone soon here. So we should see. And then let me really quick, I'm gonna change my thumbnail on my YouTube live. Give me 1 second. I don't know how people do it. This streaming stuff, it's crazy. Can I do I have to go to YouTube Studio to change the thumbnail stuff? I'm assuming I do. Content, probably. Testing. It's tough on the setup, but easy when you get, yeah, and that's why I just want to do this pilot, because this is a total different stream setup than what I'm used to, because normally I'm playing DayZ on my PlayStation 5. So it's totally different. Like, I'm not at all hooked up to the PlayStation right now. And I usually don't have my laptop at this desk either. This is usually just my work setup. So okay, I'm trying to find my video. Here we go. Just gonna edit the details a little bit. Let's see. Add thumbnail. Playlist. We're gonna add it to podcast recordings. Not for kids. Sorry, kiddos. No paid promotions. Oh, I gotta pull my tags over here. Excuse me. Paste these in. Give me 1 second. I'll look back at the chat in a second. My scrolling is inverted and it's throwing me off. So I like connected this keyboard and this mouse that I usually use with my my work laptop, and certain things are different. Like copy and pasting is different, and then a couple other things are kind of different. So it's like I'm relearning to work on a totally different system right now while trying to stream, which is probably not a good thing. Is there like a podcast thing on YouTube? Education, entertainment. What do you guys think? Should I put education or should I put people and blogs for the category of YouTube video? For sure. People and blogs. Let's do it. Sweet. And save on YouTube. Sweet. But Ryan, so what got you into co-working stuff? Because I feel like that's a very niche thingy. How did you come across that? Oh, let's see. This should be good. A friend asked me to program a task bot for her. Oh, cool. Was she streaming or was it for something else? co-working myself. What task bot I made. Oh, sweet. Sweet. That's super cool. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's a unique idea. Um, just I think it's cool to be able to work alongside people around the world, um, share knowledge, share ideas, and yeah, just it kind of feels, especially for people that work remote, just to feel like you're in the same room as someone else that's also working on something totally different or maybe something similar. Way more productive on stream. Yeah. Why do you think that is? Is it because of like there's a feeling of accountability, or is it? Why do you think it is? Yeah, if you're down, I want to get Manny in for the initial introduction and just to kind of catch up really quick. And then if you're still on, I can have you hop on to this stream or we can plan something in the future. For sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll hit you up. Are you on what's your like primary platform that I should contact you on? You use like Instagram, okay, Discord. Let me see. If you have okay, Instagram. What's the Instagram? I'll send you a follow right now. Yeah, let me know what your Instagram is and we'll talk about it. Okay, let me see. Okay, Instagram. You got it all. You got it all set up. Okay, I just followed you on Instagram. I don't know if I can message you quite yet. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I can until we're both friends. But yeah, once when you add me and I accept it, we can talk about it. I think it'd be super cool. A fun topic that I know I'm hey Manny, what's up? Hold on. Let me see if the audio's working. You just staring into the Can you hear? I can't hear you, I don't think. I can see you though. You're real close. Any luck with audio? Maybe it's on my end. I can't hear you for some reason. Oh, let me check it, Ryan. 1 second. And then yeah, Manny said his phone's bugging, so you might need to plug in a headset. Or he just dropped. Oh my gosh, I swear I have ADHD. I can't. It's so hard to focus on one thing sometimes. Um, Here we go. Yeah, I've never gone to the doctor for it to get diagnosed, but my my boyfriend got diagnosed, I think, a year ago, and he's just, like, been reading and researching and sharing stuff, and the more he says, and the more, like, I've seen TikToks about how it's shown in, like, women, it's specifically, um, the more I'm like, "Oh, maybe I do." All right, let me send you a message if I can. Mm, do you does it allow message do you have that setting on for your Instagram? I don't know if I'm seeing, like, a message option. Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, that's and is are you on your own, like, uh, what's it called? Healthcare insurance and stuff, and they're still doing that? Okay, I just saw your message. Uh, sorry, I'm just sending you a message. Yeah, because I think that'd be super dope to do, like, a co-streaming slash, um, if you wanna talk about your bot stuff, I think that'd be cool to go over to, and just kinda talk about how you came across it. Now I live abroad and I have my health insurance here. Nice. That's the way. So I'm assuming, well, maybe not, but I'm assuming you were in the US before and they're giving you those problems? Oh, dang. If you're okay sharing, where was it that they were giving you troubles? Oh, got it, okay. Malaysia. Dang, that's tough. Well, it's good that you figured it out and, went abroad. Alright, let me close some of these windows. Just a few of them. Oh, I see Manny on the document. You should see that. It seems like he's having issues. Oh, Paul, and he's asking me to email him for sure. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for hopping in. We're just figuring it out. So I'm sure the next episode will be a little bit more put together, literally figuring out if it works. So yeah. Let me see them see. Let me email Manny. Hey, what's up, Alex? I got it back. I don't know what happened. I refreshed it and then I think because it's cloud streaming, that page disconnected and then it wouldn't let me add my camera and stuff back. So I had to restart and then it gives a new link every time that you re-go when you go live again. So I had to just fully reset. And then I'm just sending a email to Manny. Let me see. Uh, what's his email? I don't know his email off the top of my head. Uh, figuring stuff out. Mm, here we go. Should be, oh shit. Never have I ever felt so technologically inept in my life. Yeah, seriously. Yeah. It's crazy though, like, literally every single stream that I've ever done, either on the PlayStation 5 for DayZ or this, something has gone wrong. And the funniest one was when I made a whole bunch of changes on, like, a DayZ stream thing, and the one thing that I didn't change was, like, my camera and the little camera box thing, and that was the one thing that messed up. Like, my camera was just showing on the bottom half of the screen for some reason. I had to, like, resize it in order for it to, look right. So, definitely trial and error. Um, yeah, and then so my goal is to get a PC, and I was gonna try to buy it sooner, but some things kind of came up, so I gotta budget for it, plan a little bit more. Um, but I wanna try to buy it as, like, a Christmas gift to myself for the end of the year, like December, November, December. So I'm gonna budget and save for it a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna go with that NZXT, that Next, brand, and probably get, like, a what is it called? Player 2 Prime, but it's like 2K, so yeah, what I've seen, I mean, it seems solid, and my whole thing is, like, I would like to build it, like, I am interested, but not enough to spend that much time building it and figuring it out, um, and I just want something that I can jump right into using for streaming, so I think it's the best option, and if I can afford it, if I could budget for it, why not? So, yeah. Alright, and then make sure that this sent correctly. Let me make sure that this is the right link, uh, that I sent to him. Yes. Yep. Maybe the building bug. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Um, yeah, and my whole thing too, like, I'm a very hands-on learner. So alliteration, right? Yeah. Um, oh, hold on. There you go. Yeah, I feel like I'm a hands-on learner, and especially for tech stuff, like, I kinda have to I've tried just watching YouTube videos and stuff, and it just doesn't click for me right away for this kinda stuff. I have to hands-on, like, do it, test it out, and so I feel like having a pre-build will help me understand, like, first of all, how does a computer even work, like a PC? What are all the pieces? Where do they go? What does each one do? Um, so, yeah, I feel like this is the first step is to just understand, and have something that's functional for what I'm doing, and then second step is, yeah, like, once when I am doing streaming for a while and just getting used to it, like, okay, then I can focus on, um, upgrades and understanding by then, like, okay, what needs to be upgraded specifically, and how do I find the best replacement for that? So, that's kind of the route I'm going. I know people are huge builders and then they just learn, but I think specifically for that kind of stuff, I need to see it hands-on first in order to understand and get what goes into it. Yeah. Yeah, but I wish I had the time and the will to build, to take the time to build and learn that way. But it's just not. I know. I know I'd buy the stuff and then I wouldn't build it because I would get overwhelmed pretty much. But yeah, what's your newest stream stuff? What's your, like, goal? What's your focus right now besides the crazy stuff that you're saying earlier? What was it called? The, Linux, operating system thing? And I guess kind of where are you at with streaming? Because I know you've been doing it for quite a while, I think, right? Like 5 years or something. Um, oh, I'm trying to. Oh, there you are. Hey, Manny, can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh, your audio. Hold on, hold on. I think because I need to add you. Now say something.
Hello?
Yeah. Woo.
All right, we got it. We good?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Perfect.
All right, let me fix my audio though. Hold on. Say stuff,
Stuff.
stuff, stuff, stuff.
Stuff.
Okay. Yeah, just been chilling with chat. Oh, wait. Your audio. Did I mute something? Hold on. I might have muted something. Okay, say stuff again.
Stuff.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, so what's up?
Not much. Figuring this all out.
Yeah. Dude, it's before I got on, I was spending like an hour just plugging in so much stuff and running around the house like a chicken with my head cut off,
Okay.
just going crazy. Yeah.
So the biggest thing for me is like, so I see where it's like you and me, but like we look so tiny on my screen. I'm trying to figure out how. Oh, I figured it out. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, and I
But
think
what?
the audio thing before low key was my fault. The audio not working. Because I didn't add you. Like I had to add you to the stage through the app that I'm using.
Mhm.
Um, so that might have been the issue. Why? But hopefully the laptop's better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be writing on the like Google Docs or?
I just put it just in case we do write down notes. And yeah, I just wanted like a visual while I was live to for people to
Oh, nice,
get in
nice.
chat and stuff. So
It's the first things first. So, what should we do? Should we like be like, "Hi, I'm so and so, and you're so and so," or?
yeah. Let me just reply to chat really quick. Just like a last chat thing. Um, right now with work, just having fun and not getting too wrapped up in trying to up the ante of every stream like I did prior. I'll probably change my mind again in 3 months. And then okay, they can hear us clearly. So sweet.
Perfect.
Yeah, I guess just intro and then we'll kind of catch up. And yeah, so I guess say your name or how you want to be addressed and then how we met maybe and where you're at now.
All right. So starting off first, I am Manuel. I go by Manny. Um, how we met was many years ago. We used to work at the Paramount City Pool. I was an aquatic aide at the time, and I forgot what your position was. What was your title?
I was line control. Line control. I
Line
think
control.
technically aquatic aid, but yeah.
So that's how we met. Um, I guess technically it would be like a trio on wherever Sid's at. Shout out Sydney.
Yeah.
You usually talk to her too, right?
Yeah. I literally just talked to her yesterday, I think.
Cool.
Sunday. Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much that was what was that summer? What 2013, 2012, 2012? That was 2012.
A long time ago. It's been
Over a decade. Over a decade to say
a
the least.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we met. What I'm up to nowadays, like I've been telling Jamie, I guess to you guys now, chat, is finish up school. I went to trade school for the last 18 months. I'm 2 weeks out. I am graduating to be an aviation mechanic. So trying to get that career going, you know.
Nice. Sweet.
What about you, Jimmy? What you been up to?
Well, I guess follow-up question before I get into that. How long ago did you get into the aviation program stuff and what got you into that? Because I feel like that's the first time I've heard you mention that or seen about that.
So aviation, I don't know. It's been a part of my whole life, I guess you can say. Like all my aunties, not all, but like a majority of my aunties, almost all my cousins are somewhere in LAX, whether it's like they work on ramp, customer service, like, flight attendant, or like gate agents,
Yeah.
cargo workers, like just something in the aviation field. Like I've always had family in it. And then for me, like right when the pandemic hit, I applied to get into Envoy, which is basically little brother to American Airlines.
Hmm.
And I got in. I worked there for 2 years, but I quickly realized I don't like the ramp, at least not in a long term thing, because it's like physically demanding, and I'm just like I don't really like that for my body's longevity.
Yeah.
And during my tenure there, I just talked to a bunch of mechanics, and they were like, "It's pretty chill if you like using your hands, if you're good with tools, if you know like just small things about cars. Like it's a good career. I
Yeah.
just have to go to schooling for it and get a specific license." So essentially, that's what I've been doing for the last like year and a half, 2 years.
Nice. Nice. So is it like the mechanical aspect, so repairing things, or is it flying? What can you do with it? Like, or what's your vision with it?
So it's repair. It's pretty much when I land plane lands at the airport, we like check it out to see if it's needs something. If it's good to go, then we just like approve a bunch of paperwork.
Yeah.
It just basically is just stuff like that. Since I'm gonna be pretty much a rookie, I'm gonna get all the overnight stuff. So I'm gonna get like the extended care of like the airplanes and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the only thing
Yeah,
I'm like really super
professional
preparing.
hazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congrats. That's a big thing.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been crazy to say the least to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah. And then I'm Jamie, aka BrainBlast.
Mhm.
Old YouTube name. Um, yeah, we met at the pool, line control. I thought, didn't you become a lifeguard at some point?
Yeah, the year after.
Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah, and then we had the trio, me, you, and Sid. And
I don't think they exist anymore, but shout out, was it Ajito? Ajito things?
oh, what's it? I was literally trying to remember his name the other day. He's a firefighter now, right?
Oh, Willie.
Not
William.
Willie. Hyro. Was it Hyro?
I only know if it was William, um god damn, what's his name? Alex and Gabriel, Joel? No, Joey, no. Omar is the other
Omar. Oh yeah, Omar. I forgot about Omar. Little surfer dude.
one. Hmm. Dude, he's
Um,
married now. It's crazy.
yeah, I know it's so crazy. Like I see the guy that I don't remember. I think his name's Hyro. Um, but yeah, I see them and I remember meeting them. They were like children. They're like 17-year-olds,
Hey,
little
you're
little
young, huh?
children. And
Oh,
then
young.
now just seeing them in full on careers and stuff that's crazy.
Is he?
Um, but yeah. And then I guess I'm doing the same thing just in the professional world. I've done I graduated from college and then I went instantly into pretty much the marketing industry, mostly like real estate, and learned a lot through that and had a lot of crazy experiences and met some interesting
Individual.
individuals. Yeah, big personalities, 100% true, in the real estate world. And yeah, and then ended up moving out of that for a lot of different reasons and then got into mortgage processing. And then now I work for a braking company. So
Nice, nice. Look at
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I got a
But
question for you now, actually.
yeah, yeah. What's up?
So, for those that don't know, we met in California, city of Paramount, and now you're living in a whole different state.
Yeah, yeah.
How's living like that? How's the Washington life?
I like it a lot. Like for me, I don't know. People always say California is like the dream state. The weather's always nice and just, there's always something to do and stuff. But for me, it just got like, for the lifestyle that I wanted, it was way too expensive and like fast paced, you know?
Hmm.
I just felt like I was living the rat race in California, honestly. And yeah, and then I was like moving farther and farther away from LA. Like I ended up in the Inland Empire pretty much.
Hmm.
Um, and then COVID hit and I was working remotely. and I just decided like Washington seems cool. And then my boyfriend's family was up there, and so we would visit and check it out, and we liked it. So yeah, just decided to move up there, and yeah, it's been sweet. I got a house.
That's the
Just
dream for me. I want a fucking house so bad.
yeah, and that was one of the big reasons why I moved out too. It's because I really felt like uh
Ooh, question.
lifestyle. Yeah.
I just realized because I like kind of dropped the F word. I was like, are we trying to keep this like PG?
Oh
Like,
no, 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 you're good. You can. I mean, we don't want to be saying it like a ton, but yeah, you feel free.
okay.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, that was. I had goals of getting a house. I didn't like the rat race feel. Um. I don't feel like I need a ton of money. Like I'm not a kind of person that wants to be making crazy bank. Um. And so I just wanted to chill. Wanted to chill and have the seasons that I experienced when we would visit up here. I just liked it. It was like a reset. Like every 3 to 4 months, you can kind of do a reset because you have to kind of change your lifestyle a little bit during each period because of the weather changes. So
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it's fun. Yeah,
So now that we got like introductions out of the way for those, I guess it has been like 12 years since we met, so
yeah, a
it's kind
lot's
of
happened.
yeah. Oh, I can tell you about a lot, but that's a story for a different day. I briefly mentioned it to you last time where my last 2 years have been absolutely insane, like
Yeah,
really crazy. So I guess for the pilot episode, I guess I can just briefly touch upon it. Like
yeah.
outside of aviation, like I originally went to school in Long Beach City, to become an actor. So I have a genuine passion for acting,
Hmm.
and I was saying that I genuinely want to like start up, or at least more like a reboot of my YouTube channel next year.
Nice.
So I want to make like short films, which actually prompted me to reach out to you, like as I mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
because yeah, I went through the biggest change of my life these last years, and I definitely want to write a story about it. Obviously, change some details because it's a lot. Like I was saying, like I wish some of the stuff that I experienced these last years were made up, but sadly they aren't, and it seems very far fetched, but it's not. So bringing that in, like I guess my own vision is something I really want to do, and it's something
yeah.
I do want to break down in the podcast. Like I was saying, like depending on what projects I do, if I don't know if you still do projects or not. Fun fact: I got to be a little extra in one of your films. I think that was super
Oh
cool.
yeah, phobia.
Do you still
Yeah,
have that? I feel like I've been trying to
yeah,
find
yeah.
it on YouTube, and
I can send it to you.
I would love that because I thought that was so cool. Like that experience was super cool.
Yeah, yeah. Let me. So I don't forget. We're gonna use this document. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna say, send Manny, phobia short film link.
hmm
Okay, just so I don't forget, and so we can use the document because it's fun.
How often do you want to do like these like podcast recordings? You want to do one like once a
um,
week, twice a month?
I think it'd be really cool to do it once a week, and if we miss, that's cool. But I think shooting for once a week.
hmm
Um, and then if we need more like planning time in between each one, then we can do that as well. Do maybe like bi-weekly, so we have a week in between to a couple weeks in between.
I think by at least initially, I think bi-weekly might work better for like me. I don't know about you, but for
Yeah.
me, I think something that I've been really enjoying is so when I was doing YouTube, I would put this like pressure on me that like every like 3 4 days I wanted to like upload something, and
Hmm.
sometimes I felt like just nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I've been giving it 2 weeks, just like stuff for you to happen in your life and then talk about it would be freaking lit.
Yeah. 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 No, I'm down for that. Yeah, bi-weekly, even tri-weekly, whatever time we need to like have stuff to talk about. I'm down.
Because like
Um.
for me, like hobbies wise, like my life revolves around three things right now, which is going to the gym, obviously studying for school, and specifically for my job, I can go about it in two different ways. I can be a certified mechanic and uncertified. All
Mhm.
that really means is having a special license and not obviously having the license gets you paid more, which is what I'm shooting for. and you have to have that license if you want to work at like major airports such as like LAX, like the New York or just pretty much major hubs,
Yeah. Yeah.
So pretty much gym, studying, and then the thing that took over my life since the pandemic have been raving. Like I got so many rave stories, so much insane shit that's happened. I do want to
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. I want to hear about that stuff because I see like the photos and posts and stuff like that. And then even the gym stuff too, because like from where I knew you back in the day, those two things are totally like new.
Opposite. Yeah.
So yeah, I want to hear more the stories, the behind the scenes of those two
Will
things, and like
will.
yeah, what got you into them and crazy things that have happened or just lessons learned. I want to hear about that stuff.
I think the contrast between us is super cool because like you live such like I don't want to say a tame life, but like it's more like chill, like super chill.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on one side you're like wholesome calmness and then absolute abysmal chaos.
Here, I'm gonna hold on. That might be some like an idea for the name, like wholesome versus chaotic, something like that,
hmm
and we'll find a
Like
name for it.
just to spill some tea, like
Yeah,
so. I'm gonna throw my dad under the bus here, but like I just went to a rave, so I was gone out of this house this whole weekend, and
yeah.
I was having the time of my life. And apparently, my dad got to a fight this weekend and got knocked out. So I was just like, "What the?"
Dang,
So yeah,
dang.
more details on that like later. But yeah,
Yeah,
chaotic side. Let's go.
chaotic. Hey, I'm for it. I might be chill, but I low key I like the tea. I like I like hearing the tea. Uh, and so I also have some of my own too. I would say I don't know how much I would share it on stream, but
It's okay.
maybe
We'll
if
settle
it's
in.
the
We'll settle in a 1v1 in basketball. For those that don't know, Jam play basketball.
hey, you'll lose that bet.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, no, you'd beat me for
you
sure.
give up. Are you still breakdancing by chance? Because I know that was something you were into for like a bit. I don't know if you kept up with it though.
No, that was just kind of something that I was interested in, uh, just kind of dabbling in because my work is, is in that industry, and
Mhm.
so, um, yeah, no, like at the time I was getting into working out again, and breaking is very athletic, and it was kind of like a way for me to build my strength and get back into the gym. Um, so yeah, but not really. I can still do a baby freeze and like a couple different moves, but I'm by no means like B girl or breaker or anything like that.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me you're not Miss Reagan from Australia? That's nice.
Oh, dude. No comment. No comment. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
I would if we talk about that, I would want to bring in one of my coworkers,
Uh-huh.
or someone that knows about that stuff who can truly represent and speak like properly about it. Because I have my point of view, but I don't want to like speak for the breaking community.
hmm
So
No, that would be like I guess our like unfiltered hot takes on it. Because like
yeah,
you did breaking for a little bit. I did like 2 years of breaking like back in like the college days, but nothing too serious. Like I don't really know much about the history like that. Like I definitely don't want to disrespect like the culture because I know it goes pretty deep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And one thing I will say, so most people that are talking about ray gun and like breaking in kind of a negative, like joking light, um, usually it's from people that don't know anything about breaking or the culture or anything. And so
Because that
it's
shit
yeah,
hard. That is
yeah, like they don't really understand. And like I don't either, but I've seen, I've seen quite a bit through the work that I do. And yeah, I mean, to me, she was breaking, but was it good? No. Like, and
yeah.
that's like there's nothing bad about that. And people have opinions and stuff, but yeah, it's a hot topic. But
Mhm.
I would want like breakers to be boys, be girls to speak on it, to go into detail.
I
But
think something I think would be cool for like obviously like future episodes is just to like invite some of our friends who've like I guess in a sense like progressed in the career or just like kind of just like show us what's happened in their life. Like I had mentioned earlier, like I think Michael would be a cool guest, Michael Gilliam.
Yeah, I would want Michael. I still think I don't know if I shared. I think it'd be cool to get the squad, the pool squad, get like 7 total of us, or like 5 to 7 people, and just like Ivan, Sydney, Will, whoever, whoever's down to get on here and just talk about just craziest thing that they've experienced and what they remember. And
I definitely want to get the firefighters on that. I feel like they got some stuff to say,
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of similar. Like I have a friend that's an EMT, and crazy stories, like insane, like traumatic stories.
Shout out to all those like rescue workers. Like currently at school I have a friend. It's more like an acquaintance, I wouldn't say a friend, but he was a former policeman, he's like in his 40s or like his 40s.
Yeah.
He just be showing me some of the wildest things on film. I'm just like I'm talking like dead bodies and like just bad incidents. It's just getting shot, like having PTSD. I was just like, dude, this is insane. Like more power to them. Like law enforcement definitely doesn't get the credit they deserve. I know online a bunch of people like to make fun of them, like, oh, you shouldn't be a cop if you're scared, but it's like anybody can say anything behind a keyboard. You're not actually physically there going through those emotions, handling those things.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'd love to bring on people from different industries and hear their experience. And I guess that would be, I'm going to write this down. I'm just going to write how would we want to write that? Like bringing on guests from various industries?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and then I just had someone in the chat earlier before you hopped in, Ryan. It's called co-streaming. It's on Twitch. It's like, how do I explain it? Basically, he streams while he works, and people put on his stream while they're working. So they're like working together virtually, essentially. So it's an interesting concept, and I feel like some people don't understand why it's done, but I would want him to speak on like what got him into it, what co-streaming is, why people do it. And then he like talked about making a bot, a chat bot thing. So it'd be cool to kind of have him share like how he went into making that, and just like tech world stuff,
That's super cool.
So,
like I'm definitely down to like check that out,
Yeah.
I've always felt like working on things, for example, like this podcast is always better to have like more people on it, the better.
Yeah.
Because then it just becomes like a well-oiled machine,
Yeah. So I'm down. I'm down to get guests on. I know Ryan would be a good one. I'd like to have I don't know if Alex is on, but have Alex on. He's also another streamer, but he does like probably butchering his title, but like he teaches game streaming, like competitive gaming to kids in a high school kind of close to where we met. So I think it'd be cool to have him on. What's that?
What type of games? Like FPS games?
I think like Valorant maybe, or Fortnite. I forget. But that would be a question that we would ask. Like, what games do you teach? What games are you teaching next season? But yeah, I think it's super cool just to hear what people do. Because I'm always curious. Like, there's so many different industries and jobs and ways that people get to them, so.
One thing that I've definitely learned over these last, like I said, these 2 years have been insane for me. Like, life is very interesting. Life is very beautiful. Like, you don't know what somebody's dealing with or like has experienced.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool, like just inviting as many people as we possibly can, and like just seeing their perspective, what they've gone through, what they've experienced, what they, love to do, don't love to do. Like I think stuff like that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like hobbies. Yeah. But yeah, I just started streaming, so my whole setup, like, it feels chaotic, even though it's not. Like, I'm just sitting at a desk.
I mean, yours looks better than mine. Mine's just literally like my room facing like into the main doorway, my closet door.
You're good. Yeah, but I was telling Alex earlier when he was in chat, literally, like, it's not streaming unless something goes wrong. Like every stream that I've ever done, something has gone wrong. Like the camera didn't work, the audio didn't work, server kept crashing. This thing that we're using right now. So I didn't realize I needed a different subscription level.
Mhm.
And so I clicked live and it said, oh, you need to upgrade. And I was like, shit, we're supposed to get on 11. Let me
Hopefully it
buy
wasn't
this shit. Let me buy this shit.
hopefully it was something like very like minimal.
No, no, it's like $20 pretty much. It's not bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things nowadays just are like money, 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 money.
Yeah. 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 But for me, I mean, like, I was really into film stuff back in the day. And for me, that's like a lost passion, something that I'm not really into anymore.
Mhm.
And then for the longest time, just like had no passion on anything, no interest. And yeah, I was like, what do I do when I'm not working? Pretty much, like what's fun for me? And I didn't know for like the longest time because film wasn't a thing anymore. So streaming is something I was like always kind of interested in, but didn't know where to start. And so that's, I started maybe a month or two ago, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I thought I was going to know more going into it because of my film background and stuff, but it's literally a totally different world. Like I had to learn a lot. It's literally like a whole different language to film.
Honestly, that's kind of how like I feel like in terms of like my gym journey.
Yeah.
Because like when I graduated high school, I originally like kind of already knew that like once you exit high school, like people just kind of tend to like just put on weight and like not take care of themselves and whatnot. So, like on an early age, I was like, oh, let me try to get into like working out and like see where that takes me. And like pretty much all I did was just glorified cardio.
Yeah.
And obviously going into college, I was just like, damn, I want to look good for like girls and all that. So like wrong priorities in my opinion, but like I mean,
Yeah.
you're super young, so that happens.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting a girlfriend like I think my second or third year into college, and then I kind of just fell off the wagon, and like didn't really care about how I looked. That relationship ended, and then I was just like, well, I'm really overweight. Let me lose some of the weight. But in that process, I also decided to learn, and I would say that's when I genuinely developed a really really strong passion for it, because I was just like, oh, this is cool. Like this muscles do that, and like this is why you do this, and like seeing yourself like lose weight and progressively get stronger. I was just like, yo, this is really cool. And the pandemic hit, and I couldn't do it anymore. I was just like, now I'm sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've always said if I didn't find like this whole like aviation thing, I definitely do think I would have gone to school for like kinesiology, because just like learning the biomechanics of the body and how it functions together, like really, really like for whatever reason, it just like tickled like the nerd side of my brain.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is really freaking cool. Like I can totally see myself doing this. But at the same time, I didn't, because I do think I would have ruined that passion, like genuine like passion I have for like lifting nowadays. Because nowadays it's so weird for me to go out of my way and to like go on YouTube and like specifically look up like certain like enzymes and like proteins in the muscle, and like what would be like, I don't want to sound super nerdy, but like certain angles of like how to lift and whatnot, and like when's the best time to do it, and how to involve cardio, and like just a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, the optimization of just working out in our bodies, and yeah.
So nowadays that's pretty much all I do. I think the only person that really gets it's probably Oscar. I think Oscar. And I've always called him like my unofficial official coach, because when I don't know something, I feel like I need more help on something, he's like one of the other ones that people that can generally talk to about it.
Yeah.
So it's super cool, just bouncing ideas off of somebody who's really knowledgeable, because he went to school for like, I think he said sports science or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is a totally different beast. I would not do that. It's not for me. That's a little bit too much to the extreme for me.
Yeah. Is it more like scientific versus
so
like therapy, like physical therapy?
It can be, yes, but it's also more like, it's generally more targeted, in my opinion, towards like function of a muscle for athletic performance, for like specifically heated soccer. So like running faster and like putting on like appropriate muscle where it's not too much where it's like hindering performance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, it's more like I guess on the bodybuilder side, it's more of like just knowing how to do something just to like effectively grow muscle. Like that's pretty much it, you know.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Which is always funny because that's how me and him like tend to argue sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he's like, no, you need da 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 da, and I'm just like, I don't need it because I'm not doing this. I'm just doing this. So I'm gonna do da 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 da.
Yeah.
We just bicker back and forth.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 I wish I got the workout bug. it like comes every now and then, and I don't know. I think for me, I feel like it's a mental thing because I was very athletic all through like since I was 5-year-old to maybe like second year of college. Yeah, I just played basketball all year round, travel ball. Like I was always playing a sport.
Ball
And
is life.
so yeah, b-ball for life. Baller for life. So yeah, it's a weird thing because it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but it also wasn't a lot of fun. So there's a dichotomy of like it was fun because of mostly I think the teammates, the community aspect. I think now I'm learning as adult, like that's something that's super important to me is the community aspect of anything, whether it's building a friend group through Bumble BFF or streaming or whatever I'm doing, like that it needs to be a community thing. And yeah, so I like that part, but the other part I didn't like I'm not a competitive person at all. Like I have zero competitiveness in me. And playing on like a varsity team and stuff and being like captain and stuff, you kind of have to be competitive. And when your coach is like, we got to get the CIF, like you have to be competitive. And I think that's what low key ruined it for me was like that pressure of being good for yourself, but also like the team. And so, and then that just tied in with like how much you're working out and conditioning throughout the year. I think mentally it like connected to the negative competitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And I just never, I haven't gotten over it.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time I work out, like when I do, I'm in the mindset of like, okay, this is for my health. This is for, to feel good. It's not to look good. It's just to feel good, be healthy. But I don't know, I go through waves and like, as soon as I get in a not so good mental space, it just drops off. And like, it's 6 months or a year until I work out again, like consistently. So
that's interesting. Like for me, like I'm glad you mentioned like the competitive drive because I'm like hyper competitive. Like I love competition,
Yeah.
And then because I grew up a swimmer, like that was my sport in high school. Like although you are racing against other people, you're racing against time. So essentially, you're kind of like racing with yourself.
Yeah.
Which super translate to weightlifting because it's like you're pushing this weight that only you can push,
Yeah.
And you can like push yourself to like get stronger and like like all this other junk. So I think that's why for me it translated so well. Like I just love and like it also doesn't help. Like I've always felt like naturally I was one of the strongest people that I knew.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to like toot my own horn, but like not a lot of people that I know can like bench press 315 pounds, like squat 405, fucking deadlift like 500. Like
Yeah.
it's like yeah, it's a small pool, and I haven't done it super long, so like I feel like I still have like many more years to like obviously like progress off that, which keeps me going. But also like I'm in that boat where I envisioned myself looking a certain way and like just kind of like slowly creeping up to that level, so it keeps me going. Like to me, there's nothing more cooler than like, oh, there's a new vein or like there's a new like cut on like my midsection or like that like bicep is looking a little bit better, just like little things that keep me like really like engaged,
Yeah.
But I think a healthy thing to do, which I guess is like the downside of like lifting weight is like body dysmorphia. Like a lot of people like really like beat themselves up for like not being at a certain way or like looking in a certain way. Like and I used to be like that too. Like I really, really used to be like that. And it wasn't until like this most recent breakup where I was like, you know what, let me just be happy with myself. You know, that's when I struggled for like a long, long time, just being happy with oneself. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, if one day you want to like run, cool, and then the next you want to eat like a double cheeseburger or something, like, just fucking do it. Like,
Yeah.
just do what makes you happy in this moment, you know, because tomorrow's sadly not granted, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that's kind of the mindset that I'm in, but also there's like that guilt of laziness because I've been so used to being, you know, like scholarly and athletic, and like now as an adult I get to choose what my life looks like. I'm not told what to do, how to live my life. So um but yeah, there's like that guilt that's like, okay, well, I'm not physically working out consistently and like taking care of health stuff, and then I feel guilty. I'm like, but I should be, you know. So there's that goes on. Um, but yeah, I think for the most part, I'm just trying to be in the moment and just enjoy, you know, and which is why it was so important. And I was telling a chat person, like, I think low key I have ADHD, just undiagnosed.
Oh, don't we
Um,
all?
yeah, yeah, and yeah, like my boyfriend was diagnosed, and he pretty much like said for ADHD people specifically, like it's super important to have some sort of passion, um, to have like that as an outlet and whatnot. And yeah, for the longest time, like I'm talking about like 3, maybe 5 years, no passion, nothing. And
Just life was
yeah,
dull and gray.
yeah, just dull and gray. Like nothing was exciting. Nothing wasn't interested in filming. Like I tried doing stuff and it just wasn't the same. Like it was just dead, you know. Um, and so you know, like back to streaming, it's it's a lot of fun, and like I've been spending a lot of time doing it, and I feel guilty bringing it back to the whole workout thing. Like I don't work out because I'm literally just I work or I stream or hang out with friends. And so, but there's that piece that's like, but I should work out. I should get
Yeah,
back into the physical activity stuff. And yeah, that's
I
a
think
weird balance.
I think the thing I love about like is like just working out in fitness is just like you have your whole life to technically do it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is why like if you've seen me throughout the years, I was like college, I was like an okay weight, and then like out of college, I got really skinny, and then like got really, really fat, and I got skinny, and I got really, really fat and skinny. And it's just the thing that's always kept me sane, it's like I know enough now, like from like a knowledge standpoint, where like I can put on weight and lose it like in an appropriate amount of time.
Yeah.
So like even if I, you know, like for example, right now, like I'm at a really solid weight, but like let's say I just put on like 40 pounds, I'll be okay because I'm like I can lose it. You know, I
Yeah.
think I think people just need to understand like their quality of life matters versus just one singular aspect.
Yeah.
Like if you're having a lot of fun doing streaming and it brings you genuine joy, then just keep doing it because you know as long as you're alive, you'll be able to work out. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that's kind of where my mind goes too is like if I'm more happy and I'm enjoying day to day, probably the more likely I'm going to put the energy into working out or like trying to do some workout stuff, you know, like be a little bit more motivated to do that stuff. Um, so yeah, I think it's just I don't know, gotta find balance. Gotta find balance.
That's all life is how I've always said. You know.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say, like, what type of streaming do you? Are you like an IRL streaming content person, or are you like
Dude,
being?
I'm so new to streaming. I don't. Okay, I could be anything at this point.
Okay.
No, but right now, so I've only been doing it literally for like a month or two, max 2 months. Um, and so far up until today, I've strictly been streaming Daisy, the video game.
Oh, okay.
So I just the survival like zombie game. Um, so yeah, been doing that. It's a lot of fun, and again, it brings it back to the whole community aspect. Like in my head, I wanted to try streaming, and I enjoyed playing Daisy. It was like a new game I found and was enjoying. Um, and so I kind of just put them together, and then I was like, okay, barely any girls play Daisy. One, and then two, um, the interactions. Like there's people playing live in an open map on different servers from around the world, like anything can happen pretty much. And so
Mhm.
it's a new interaction every time. And yeah, I've met some people in game that I'm like friends with now, and um, you know, hoping to make more friends in game from around the world through that. So yeah, Daisy is kind of my bread and butter right now, but I liked that you reached out about the podcast thing, this thing,
Mhm.
because I've been wanting to do different streams. I was thinking co-working. I don't think I'm going to do that, but podcast that came up, so that's probably going to replace co-streaming or co-working. And then I'm going to also try to do like a silent book club stream where
Mhm.
basically I just read whatever book I'm reading that day, that week, and then play some music in the background so other people can read at the same time. And we'll have little discussions every now and then
I
about it.
like sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but like
Yeah, no, you're good.
it's just like I don't know what possessed me to like reach out to you, but I was just
Yeah,
like thinking about like something that I want to record. I'm just like, who do I know that like would know about this? I'm just like, Jamie would, you know? And
yeah,
I thought about it. I was just like, you know, it would be a cool idea if like you help me like, you know, produce this like short film and then like we just like talk about it, like on a podcast, like we just like break it down, you know, and then like and I always thought about like I remember during our pool days, like you and I would just fucking talk about like literally fucking anything. I
yeah,
was just like, yeah, I think doing something with Jamie's fucking cool. Like I think he's freaking dope, you know?
yeah,
I was just like,
yeah,
let me just hit her up, you know, see what happens, you know?
yeah. No, I'm glad you reached out. Yeah, because it's like perfect timing too with streaming. I feel like it fits podcasting, and yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
something I think that'd be super cool. And like, I mean, obviously if like success comes to our way, it's like building like a podcast studio, you know, that's gonna be freaking sick.
yeah,
Some cameras going, cool little
yeah,
like lights in the background with like I'm so and so this and so and so. And we need to figure out a name. I think that's something.
yeah. That's I'm gonna I'm gonna start thinking of some ideas. Where did I put it? Let's see. Think of podcast names. There we go. Yeah, I think we should just write a whole bunch, like write however many you can think of, and that could be on the next podcast, something that we just kind of brainstorm, write out, maybe get some ideas from chat. Um, yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Same.
Yeah, yeah. And then Alex is in chat. He said, we've inspired him. He's
Oh, nice.
writing and recording. Oh, he's writing and recording voiceover at the moment.
Ah, what type of
Yeah,
voiceover does he do? Because something I do,
I don't
and
know.
I'm really interested in his voiceover
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, what kind of voiceover are you doing? Voiceovers on your like the short film stuff that you've been posting about recently?
Not yet. Like short film, I want to dedicate just to solely like the acting perspective of it, you know.
Oh yeah,
Um, and voiceover work is something I don't really have a good idea of what I want to do per se. Like
yeah.
I know there's a lot of stuff. I remember back in the day. I don't know if it's still now, but like there's something called like Fiverr. We can just like pick up
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Fiverr. Mm-hmm.
But like no, it's just something like every now and then I'll just make like a TikTok of like something that I see scrolling. I was like, oh, I could probably do voice that and then just like shoot for it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I
Right.
don't know. I don't have anything like in particular of like what I want to do just yet, but I think just voiceover has always just been cool. Like I'm a big anime nerd, so like I love like anime voices. Obviously some like mostly like Disney movies when they do like their voiceover work. I think it's really cool. Like I don't know, like video games also call my attention. Like for me, what's his face? Ah, damn it, something Baker. I forgot his name. But he does like all the like the Nathan Drake series and like just stuff like that. Always super cool.
I'm trying to remember. That sounds familiar. I was gonna say, uh, I lost it. I lost it. But yeah. So your video, so your project stuff. Are you doing? Um, are you doing, or like, what's your idea? Are you trying to make videos? Are you trying to make like what format of production stuff are you trying to do?
So like I said, my initial launch is gonna be like a short film video. Um, obviously I have to write the script and then I kind of have to like figure out the timeline of like exactly what I want to show,
Yeah.
and then just pretty much bring it to life.
Yeah. Sweet. So it's gonna
Um,
be like a remake of your life experiences, but
Mhm.
like
like one of those like based
not
on stories things.
yeah, not like a documentary, but more so like
A
a
reenactment. Yeah.
reenactment. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Sweet. Wait, so share like one story that would be included, like a chapter that would be included in that.
Like how big? Like something like super juicy, or like something that
Um, I'll leave it up to you. Whatever's speaking to you, the first thing that comes to mind.
okay. So I guess so. I'll give a quick little context. Like I said, I went through a breakup, and it happened of November last year. So I guess I want to give the reasoning as to why, and it's has to do with like pretty much mental illness. Mental illness is fucked. My ex girlfriend was bipolar, and she struggled with a lot of suicidal tendencies.
Hmm.
And then without giving like too much, it's just like I just realized I can't fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed.
Yeah.
So that's the basis. And I don't want to give more away because then I feel like I have to give more details. But like just that's the general of like how it starts. That's how it's gonna start, and then certain events happen for me to be like, all right, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've had a similar situation, and that's tough.
I'll say this. Ugh. Ugh. There's like a stab wound over here, like you can probably see.
Damn. I've seen that. I've seen that in your post. I was wondering. I wasn't sure if that was something like as a kid. I don't know. Some like
Oh no, no. If you look
surgery, or if
at
that was
if
recent.
you look at my body before my girlfriend and my ex girlfriend, and now it tells the story. So
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah.
yeah, some very dark moments that I'm not proud of, but I mean, life is life.
Yeah. Yeah. We everyone has some of those things, you know. Yeah, but it's all learning experiences. It's all uh yeah, just life
Yeah,
changing
life is
experiences.
a bitch and a half to say the least.
Yeah.
But she's
Yeah.
beautiful. I'll say that. Life is beautiful. So.
Yeah. Gotta remind ourselves of that for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If anything, that's like as much as like I really don't know where I stand with my ex girlfriend right now. Like we aren't like in 0-0 communication. But like I've processed a lot, and the overwhelming thing that I can think of is like despite everything, like the good and the egregious past, it's I do wish nothing but the best. And if she ever needs help, like I'll gladly help out. But it wouldn't take a second thought for me to help her out.
Yeah. 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 I want to hear the full story.
Off air
Yeah,
then.
yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah, it's different on there.
Mhm.
Um, cool. Yeah, well, we got some stuff down. Yeah, so we said just kind of go over. So tri-weekly, or did we say bi-weekly?
Buy or try weekly. Definitely not weekly unless we like get our creative juices going.
Yeah. Let's try to do bi-weekly first, just so we can, kind of get into the swing of things and learn a little bit quicker.
Mhm.
Um, and no expectations, just like do whatever, talk about whatever, you
Mhm.
know. And then, yeah, think of podcast names and we can brainstorm that. Um, that could be something we talk about, brainstorm these during next episode. And then, yeah, and then I guess also think of possible topics or guests to come on board,
Mhm.
guest lists.
Like I've been saying, like my big like I guess 1 year like breakup is in November, so I do want to do like a big ass like Instagram post about it because, like I said, I just graduated like my school. I'll show you a picture that I haven't posted yet because I'm kind of just saving it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just a graduation photo of me with my associates and shit.
Yeah.
I do want to do like a little like promo video for like the YouTube channel next year in November as well. So like I'm really excited. I think I'm more excited for the start of New Year because it kind of just for once in my life I actually feel like this new year is gonna mean something. It's like, oh, this is a brand new year. This is completely fresh start. Like I've completed a milestone in like this whole like aviation thing. Like want to get my license, get a job, move out of my parents' place, hopefully move with my cousin, buy a nice camera, nice mic, and like just like use the benefits of what I've worked hard for next year, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Remind me, if you don't mind sharing, remind me how old you are again? So you're
I'm,
younger than you're like Sydney's age, right?
I don't even know how Sydney is. You know, honestly, I don't know how old she is, but I think so. But I turned 30 right now in October.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So you guys are like the same age.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was trying to remember like because I remember you were younger than me at the pool, but I was like I wasn't sure how by how much. Um
Aren't you like 31, 32?
yeah, 31, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, that 30 gang. Let's go.
Dude, I want to do this like big picture where it's like me. Have you heard that audio where it's like, how did this turn into this? Where it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
me entering my 20s versus me leaving my 20s and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I got like tatted, hella piercings. I'm gonna get a neck tattoo for my birthday right here. I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's a big, big,
Yeah,
big,
the
big change. Big change.
transformation, decade transformation. Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, thinking back to my 20s, honestly, don't know how I survived. And two, like, just, yeah, some bad decisions,
Hey,
you know?
I've always said like this is something that my friend put me on. Whether it's good or bad decision, you're here today, so it was the best decision because you're alive, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes we gotta go through the bad to like realize why we went through that bad and make better decisions for the future.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just cringe thinking back on some
Oh,
of the things. It's like, oh,
tell me about
did
it.
I did
I
that?
cringe. Man, I think of some of the shit that I'm just like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. You know?
Yeah. 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 But good times, a lot of good times too. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of, uh, yeah, a lot of, and it all comes down to, at least for me, like the community thing. Like I kind of think back, I kind of not forget the bad stuff, but I focus on the community aspects and like the cool people that I met through film, through real estate, through, like different periods in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, try to just spin it to be more positive instead of lingering on like, oh, well, shouldn't have dated that person or like shouldn't have done this thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, when it
so
comes to like dating in general, it's just like you don't know until like you go through that. Like it could have been
yeah,
amazing, but you wouldn't know unless
yeah.
you actually committed through that. You know.
And that's something like I haven't really shared this, but I want to in the future
Ooh, tell me.
create like a program for for mostly like kids, I think, how uh like healthy relationships should look because people, we're like barely taught sex education and that kind of stuff. And I feel like no one really is taught what a healthy like romantic relationship should look like.
Mhm.
And so that's something that's always been in the back of my head that I want to like do eventually, is create a program for kids about that stuff. Because yeah, it's kind of scary. Like parents don't talk about that stuff. And then
I
like
mean,
the things you learn are through experience and it's kind of at least for women too, it's like 90% going to be bad experiences. Your first few,
I think
encounters. So
I guess something that is not talked about is so like I would like to say like since we're roughly the same generation, like our parents' generation versus like I guess like what Gen Z now or even younger than that Gen X, like kind of like polar opposites.
mhm.
Because like for me,
Yeah.
like yeah, I don't blame you. Like I didn't at home specifically for me, I didn't have like a good idea what a healthy relationship looked like
Yeah.
because parents' relationship isn't good at all, like by any means.
Yeah.
And like yeah, I had to learn a lot of the shit on my own, and I don't have the greatest relationship with my dad, in my opinion.
Mhm.
So we butt heads a lot. So I don't really like the things that he does, but I can see why for him it was normal because that's how he grew up in his day and age.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that would be an awesome program to have, like what a healthy relationship looks like, because as much as this past relationship, as toxic as it was, because it was really toxic, a lot of genuine pure love is just like just two when you get one really bad broken person with another broken person, and you try to like, it doesn't really work, even though you would like it to, and that's a bitter
Yeah.
pill I had to swallow and like understand.
Yeah. And that's part of it too. Like, it's hard to have a healthy relationship, especially if there's two people that are traumatized from like whatever the case might be. Because it's like there's triggers that happen
Mhm.
that the individual's not even aware of. And so if you got two of those things working at the same time, it's just like, yeah, it's chaotic. It's uh you don't have the resources to be aware of it or be aware of the other person's triggers. So it's just like this
Sometimes
constant
it gets
clash and
physical.
just
It's not
yeah.
good.
Yeah. So yeah,
Spoiler.
yeah. So but yeah,
So
there's yeah. I feel like I don't have the resources to host a program like that, but I would love to formulate like people that are knowledgeable in it and create a program for it.
let's start
Cause
the blueprint for it.
yeah, because yeah, I just imagine like if I knew certain things going into relationships, like I would, I think, be better off for it. So
I always said like it's funny because now where I'm at in this like current present time, like talking to you this moment, I'm like, damn,
mhm.
if I just knew everything that I knew now and took it back to the relationship, like, oh my god, things would have been like amazing. They would have been way
Yeah,
better. But
yeah,
hey, we got through shit to learn, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But cool. Yes, I think we went over some good stuff. So we'll shoot for bi-weekly. We'll think of podcast names and we'll brainstorm them next episode. Come up with guest lists. I know we came up with some, like we said, some breakers, b-boys, b-girls.
Mhm.
Uh, Ryan for the co-working thing. You said firefighter. Who was it?
Like from the pool or from like my school thing.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you think would be a good guest.
I think I would want. I'll talk to Willie. I think Willie would have really good stories to talk about.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Willie firefighter. Yeah, Will. I remember Willie was super nice,
Mhm.
super cool dude. But yeah, just think of, I guess, guests to come on and I come up with like a topic, a 1 word, 2 word highlight, like what they would talk about, and yeah, and then trying to just think, did we forget anything?
I think for a pilot episode, I think we hit just what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
I guess since we're gonna be signing off now, like plug in socials and shit. Like, if you
Oh
guys
yeah.
want.
You can go first. I'll put this here.
So for me, like I said, my name is Manny. I only really use Instagram. I do have a TikTok, but I don't really use it as much. I'm kind of like changing up things on there. So on Instagram, follow me at Manny Ajin. I'll spell it to Jamie so she can like just type. Oh, here, actually, let me text you really quick. And it's gonna be the same name for TikTok, and then I don't have a YouTube yet, but I'm gonna create a new one for that alias. And
Uh,
yeah, like look forward to next year. I think next year is for sure gonna be a movie.
yeah. Yeah. Start sending me ideas. I don't have a ton of bandwidth, so I'm doing streaming stuff. I'm like heavily focused on that, and then my full-time job, and then I have 2 clients that I selectively am working with, a real estate person and then a personal trainer, and I edit like videos and do coaching and stuff for them. But
Like,
I'm interested in what you have, your ideas, so share them, send me messages, and I'll share any knowledge or ideas that I might have.
I will. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. And then this is spelled right. Right? Imani. Is this how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Imani Ajin. Okay.
Yeah. So a quick little breakdown of that. Like I said, I'm a big anime nerd. So there's this anime called Solo Leveling out, and it's the only anime where I got so obsessed with it. Like I like really connected with the character so much because during that time frame of my breakup, that's exactly how I felt. Just
Yep.
someone like, longing for power, longing to like be better when they are now. Like they'll pay any price for it.
hmm
And it's the
Yeah.
only anime where I've gone from like, oh, I need more of this. So I read the manga. So that specific name, it means in Korean kanji. So ah is I, jin is forward. When the two kanjis are put together, it means I shall progress forward. And I'm like, that's a fucking dope ass name.
I'm gonna put that here. I should progress forward.
I shall progress forward.
I shall. Yeah, that's way better. Cool. Do you have a one like an art piece nearby that is of that anime?
On my phone, yeah, I'll send you that on my phone. So.
Or if you can show it to the screen, I want to see
Okay.
what that looks like.
Let me just go on my gallery then.
Yeah, and I guess I'll plug myself. It's on my Twitch, but yeah, BrainBlast 5 on Twitch.
You have a Discord?
I do, yeah. I can send you a link. Okay. It's a personal one though. It's like with me and my friends, and we just plan little get-togethers and stuff on there.
Okay.
But I'll probably make one for streaming eventually.
I would love to see your streaming career take off. I think that'd be super sick.
Hey, that'd be dope. And my mindset with it is like, I know people always like, I want a ton of viewers, I want a ton of subscribers, whatever. I don't really think of it that way. For me, it's more like back to the community aspect. Like, I don't care if I have a ton of viewers. I just want really engaged, interactive chatters, community, like people following. And just people, just people I vibe with and, can be friends like off stream too. So, but yeah, Twitch is BrainBlast 5. Or I'll put it here. Twitch.
You see that?
Let me see. Sort of, kind of. Is it like a bird?
It's supposed to be like just like, I want to say a dragon, but it looks like a dragon. You know?
Yeah. Okay, I see it. Oh yeah, he's like hugging. His wings are going in.
I think what it's technically supposed to be, it's supposed to be like two witches in one, which is a reaper, like a grim reaper, and a dragon.
Interesting. Is it like a rebirth type of thing, or is it?
It's sort of. So in this like universe, he's basically their version of like death.
Yeah.
Like, he's like death reincarnated, I guess you can say. And then like his like one of his like what's it like? I don't say familiars, but it's like familiar is like a dragon. So
nice reincarnation.
And then I was just like, I gotta see what this means just to double up because I'm gonna put this on my skin. So I was like, I gotta get the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I got a tattoo of an owl that kind of has a similar meaning of like who. Just the symbolism of like it's symbolism of like death of something, but rebirth of something else. And so I got like a owl tattoo on my arm back here. That's
shoot, that's sick.
Yeah,
I can detail it is.
Yeah. I like the black and white like storybook kind of style, or what is it called? Not storybook style, but I don't know. I just know when I see it.
But like, I follow your train of thought though. I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's another goal. I want to get more tats. Like I want to get my whole arm completed right here because my shoulder's kind of blank. I don't know if you can see that, but my shoulder's kind of blank, and then there's some like blank spots on the bottom here. So I want to get
like for me, I have obviously this big one in the front right here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then I got some right here. I just need to fill up this.
Scorpion?
No. So this is a Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is Cruella right here. They're the reason why I got into Raven. They were my first rave, and I fell in love with it, and I just went off the deep end with it. You know.
Yeah.
This is a Star Fox right here. This is a symbolism towards my brother. He's a big Nintendo fan, and I love Super Smash Brothers, and he always likes to play as Star Fox. So I got that for him. I think that's about it. I think it's just these three right now.
Nice.
But yeah, something. I guess another quick spoiler is like I do want to get another. Do you know what like a semicolon tattoo means?
I think so. I want to say yes, but I don't know.
That is the next one I want to get. Basically, a semicolon tattoo means like losing somebody to like suicide or like somebody dealing with like mental depression, and it could be for you or for somebody you care about. So obviously for me, it would be for like my ex-girlfriend. Like, you know, show us support, you know.
Yeah. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, tattoos are addicting.
Oh, they are. Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah. I've got. I don't know if mine have like a ton of meaning, other than I just like them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's meaning in itself, you know, something you like.
Yeah, but they're just like little fun animals doing things, almost like.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Like you mean like characteristic type things, or?
Yeah. Oh my god. Like there's a turtle on a skateboard. Got my.
I fucking love turtles.
Octopus reading. Got my owls. The owl's the only one that's just like an owl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got like a smiley face and some little ones. And I got a yes tattoo for Yes Theory. It's like a YouTube channel that is just about seeking discomfort and connecting with strangers. So.
I was about to say, I'm just gonna like be like, yes, I know exactly what yes theory is, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone thinks it's just like yes man, like say yes, but it's it's just about seeking discomfort.
Like for me, like when I think of theory, like my first thing is always like game theory. Like, you know, if you're familiar with that YouTube channel, you know,
a little bit, yeah.
It's just a theory, a game theory. Fucking that shit. That YouTube channel low key took over my life for like a year. I was really obsessed with those videos.
Yeah, those are those are what is it called? They're not conspiracy theorists, but it's kind of like it's that much research.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, I get you saying.
Yeah. So they're fun. They're entertaining.
Schools are pretty cool. All right. It is 12:09.
Yeah, it's late. It's late. Sweet. So yeah, we'll reconnect in 2 weeks, and I'll save this document. You can start writing stuff out on here. I'll do the same, and we got it to work. So
I would say, clap.
Yeah.
I'd say I think the next one I can do for sure, if it's gonna be 2 weeks from now, that should actually let me see what 2 weeks from now is really.
Yeah, maybe let's put a date.
So today is the 16th, right? Do we want to shoot for like the 30th or October 4th?
That's a good question. Let's see. So you said the 30th?
Mm-hmm.
That looks good. Or you said the what? 30th or what?
October 4th.
4th. So that's a Friday. So I usually stream DayZ. So probably September. What'd you say? 30th. September 30th.
Perfect. So for me, October is gonna be like hecka busy for me. For one reason only, it's my birth month, and I literally lined up every weekend to do something. So
yeah, we could take a break in October if we need to. Just let me know. It's like I do want to be consistent, but also as long as we're learning, I don't really care. Like the consistent part.
Just briefly looking, I know this October 7th and 21st would be good days for me if we want to shoot on a Monday.
Okay, let's see.
Because those next 2 weekends are gonna be fucking insane for me.
So you said October 7th?
Yeah, 7th and the 21st would be good.
And the 21st. Okay. Yeah, and then I have family visiting, I think, the 20. Oh, Halloween week. So never mind. That should be good. The 21st. Cool. Yeah, and then I'm trying to host Halloween this year with friends. So I got a plan for it. We haven't had anyone over to our house since we moved here, so it's going to be like the first get together if everyone's cool with coming to our place for Halloween. So
That's super sick.
gotta host. Gotta
I
prepare.
wish I or you, because like I was looking at, I think it's like 4 hours from like you to Seattle or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 4 to 6. I think 6 hours is probably more accurate.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a drive.
Cause I'm just like, damn, because I am gonna be in Washington and Seattle for those on the 24th to the 28th. I was just like, oh shit, it'd be super cool to go say hi. And I'm just like, you're so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you do ever make it up again, you got time. We got a bedroom, so extra room to stay in. You're welcome.
For sure. Sometime next year, hopefully we can like record like an IRL podcast. I think it'd be lit.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Do it in person one. Yeah. Cool. Well, get some sleep. Sleep's important, especially for working out. Working out adults.
Yeah. Tomorrow I just gotta be up to go work and then handle all that stuff later. But
Yeah.
pleasure talking to you. Hope you have a good night.
Likewise. You too. Thanks for reaching out again.
Of course, anytime.
All
All right. Later, chat. Peace out.
See ya. Peace. All right. That was the first. Whatchamacallit. Let me test this out. Let's see. Hey, that's cool. Sorry, I'm just learning this software here. Yeah, so that was the first podcast stream, or whatever you want to call it, pilot episode podcast stream. Hey, thanks. Hopefully that was somewhat fun to listen to. We had no plans. We literally just were like, let's see if it works, then we'll talk and see what happens. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll plan it more the further that we go into it. And yeah, it sounds like we're gonna base it around just talking to people in different industries, hear about their life experiences, and yeah, educate ourselves, learn about different lifestyles, different everything that we don't have in our own lives. So yeah, but we'll see where that goes. This was just pilot, and yeah, hit a follow if you are in the chat and you want to be a guest. And Alex, I'll probably be hitting you up about your stuff, because I feel like it'd be fun to have you talk about streaming, but also your coaching. I feel like that'd be really cool to have you talk about it, because I think you're the only person that I know that coaches. What's your title? Is it like competitive gaming coaching? Esports coach. Okay, that makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. Yeah, so I think it'd be really cool to have you on as like a to talk about that, because you're the only person I know who does that. So yeah, we'll get a firefighter on. We'll get maybe like an EMT. We'll have break dancers on, B-boys, B-girls, and should be fun. Yeah, but it's late. I'm gonna bounce off. Thanks for coming in, and see you guys next time, and which will be September 30th is what it looks like. Have a good night.